So this weekend there are quite a few obstacle course races taking place, like Tough Mudder and Born Survivor, and I think X Run is taking place in about 2 weeks as well. Now I've seen quite a few people on social media saying how they really wanted to take part in these events, but they just couldn't get a team together. So I thought I'd share my advice on doing a solo run. So I've been taking part in obstacle course races now for about 3 years, and in most cases I've run with somebody or as part of a small team of maybe 3 to 4 people. Now there was one instance where I really wanted to take part in a Tough Mudder, but nobody was up for it whatsoever, so I decided to run by myself. Now overall, doing a solo run was absolutely fine, but there's a few points that I thought I'd cover in this video. Now the number one concern would probably be teamwork based obstacles. These are things like the 10-foot wall, the pyramid, obstacles where you need to carry somebody, or even just getting stuck in the mud. So what I would say is that everybody at these events is typically super friendly and really eager to help. So whoever you're around at the time, those guys are your teammates. Also be aware that a lot of the teams won't always have even numbers, so they'll be really happy for you to partner up with them. The second point to cover would be motivation. When you're running by yourself, you need to keep yourself in a really positive frame of mind. See the obstacles as a fun challenge that you need to overcome. Don't get daunted or overwhelmed by them, regardless of how horrible they may look. Now, if you're used to being the person that motivates a team, you'll probably find this quite easy. However, if you're the person that is kind of relying on everybody else to motivate you or get some kind of positive reinforcement from them, this is something that you might find hard, so you need to mentally prepare yourself for this before you start the race. The third point to mention is that you need to be organised. You become responsible for everything, for your travel, for your pre-event planning, for your parking, where you drop your kit bag off, signing your waiver, yada yada yada. Now I'm really OCD, so I like to know all this stuff anyway, regardless of how many people might be joining me on a day, but it's just something that you need to be prepared for. Now this fourth point might sound really strange, but you want to be extra careful to avoid injury. Now, I really hope that you would try and avoid being injured anyway, but just make sure that when you jump off an obstacle, you land on both feet, or that you don't take any unnecessary risks. Now, thankfully, I don't really normally get injured during obstacle course races, but just typically, when I was doing Tough Mudder by myself, I did actually twist my knee around the 8 or 9 mile mark, and there was no one else to help, and I had to hobble for the last 3 or 4 miles, and it was awful. Now this leads quite nicely into my fifth point, which I think is an advantage of running solo, and that's that you can choose your own pace. Now when I was injured at Tough Mudder, although it would have been great to have had some help getting to the end of the course, I would have hated making everybody wait for me or slowing everybody down. Now ultimately these events aren't a race anyway, it's all about taking part and just enjoying the day. That said, if you're worried about being slow, or even that you think you're a very fast runner, you don't need to worry about sticking to somebody else's pace on the day. Now the final point is that for me personally, the feeling of accomplishment of finishing Tough Mudder by myself was awesome. Now you get a really great buzz for finishing all these events anyway, but the fact that I managed to finish Tough Mudder by myself while injured on my own kind of merit, for me was a really great feeling. So I hope you found this video useful, and if you can't get a team together and you're considering doing a solo run, I'd say go for it. You honestly have nothing to worry about. Personally, I prefer running these events as part of a team. I just find it more fun, but I wouldn't hesitate in running a solo race again if nobody was up for it, nobody wanted to join me on the day. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe for more great content like this. Cheers!